Field is in behind the Trias Truck Center starting gate for the opener. A field of 6. Nan's Way, Mike Downey. J.J. Bria, Gilles Berriot. Wild Western Abbey, Todd Trites. Same Old Story, Philip Hodgson. Seawind Amanda, Stephen Trites. Eamon Molly, Lonnie Stokes. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Wild Western Abbey looks for and grabs the front in the early stages. On the outside, Seawind Amanda. And off stride went Same Old Story. Interference amongst 3 horses at the rear of the field. Same Old Story and Seawind Amanda out of contention. As they go down the backstretch for the opening quarter, Wild Western Abbey leads it. Nan's Way is in second spot, J.J. Bria third. Then in fourth position, Eamon Molly. Further back to Same Old Story and Seawind Amanda. They were by the opening quarter 29-4, with Wild Western Abbey showing the way ahead of Nan's Way. They will move in front of us for the first time on their way to the half. Seawind Amanda has pulled up. Wild Western Abbey cutting the numbers. Nan's Way second. J.J. Bria with an eye to the outside from third. Then it's Eamon Molly in fourth, and far back to Same Old Story. They reach the half in a minute and 2/5. Wild Western Abbey up front. Nan's Way second. There goes J.J. Bria to the outside from third. Now puts a nose ahead of Nan's Way as they go down the backside for the final time. J.J. Bria is in full flight on the outside of the racetrack and looks to take over top spot. It is J.J. Bria. Wild Western Abbey trying to hold his ground in along the cones. They were past 3/4 in 1:31-1. J.J. Bria and Wild Western Abbey. Nan's Way third. Eamon Molly is fourth. As they come off the top of the turn, J.J. Bria looking to cash in as the favorite. Wild Western Abbey now second and Nan's Way third. Gilles Berriot starts off tonight's card with a victory. 3-year-old filly J.J. Bria gets it done ahead of Wild Western Abbey, and Nan's Way got the show spot. The time for the mile, 2:01-4. Here is your winner of tonight's opening contest, number 2, J.J. Bria. 3-year-old daughter of Articulator from the Presidential Ball mare Armbro Vow. Owned by Dan Beliveau of Halifax, Nova Scotia. Gilles Berriot trains and drives. Second win from 2 starts as a 3-year-old comes tonight in 2:01-4. Number 2, J.J. Bria and Gilles Berriot. Field is in behind the gate for race number 2. Field of 7, Untouchable One, Sean Dooley, Ruby Vance, Gilles Berriot, Shake Me and I'll Fly, Phil Reed, Battle Gear, Clark Bustard, Big Brown Ben, Mike Downey, the outside for Sonona Hanover and Mike Campbell. 1 trailer, It's the Trotter, Just Plain Shay, and John Stewart. Here they come. They're off and going for the early lead. It's a Ruby Vance. Untouchable One is up there to pick up second position. Off stride went Battle Gear. Battle Gear was off stride as they go around the turn. Check that, Shake Me and I'll Fly was off stride in the first turn, and going for the opening quarter-mile marker, Ruby Vance opens up that margin of her lead. Racing in second position, Untouchable One. Then it is Big Brown Ben in third. Battle Gear is fourth. Just Plain Shay is next. And they were past the opening quarter in 30 seconds flat as they move past the 3/8 mile marker. They will move in front of us on their way to the half-mile station, and on top and cutting it out is Ruby Vance as Berriot goes for 2 in a row to open tonight's program. Untouchable One is second. Big Brown Ben and Battle Gear. then Just Plain Shay. Further back to Shake Me and I'll Fly and Sonona Hanover the trailer. They reach the half in 1:01.1. Still on the lead as they go by 5/8. That is Ruby Vance moving in second, Untouchable One. Third for Big Brown Ben. Battle Gear is fourth. Just Plain Shay trots in fifth. Then Shake Me and I'll Fly and Sonona Hanover on their way past 3/4, and Ruby Vance opens it up another gear. Ruby Vance over Untouchable One. They were by 3/4 in 1:30.4. Ruby Vance and Untouchable One by themselves. Big Brown Ben in third. Then Battle Gear as they come down the stretch for the line. Ruby Vance is on his own now, and Ruby Vance is going to get the win. Untouchable One crosses the line second, then Big Brown Ben and Battle Gear. And the time for that mile, 1:59.4. Driver Gilles Barriot picks off the first two races with a pair of Articulator fillies. Here is Ruby Vance, your winner of the second race. First career victory in a time of 1:59.4. Wayne McRae of Fall River, Nova Scotia, the owner and the breeder. Gilles trains and drives. Andrew Ward in the winner's circle. Ruby Vance, maiden mark, 1:59.4 to claim race number 2. The Trias Truck Center starting gate has the field for tonight's third race. Basin View Brad and Mark Haig. ST Cami Todd Treitz. Meter leader Gilles Barriot. Full of Finesse Mike Downey. Villa Max Ed Harvey. Fernhill Treasure on the outside for Dale Spence. Trailing horses $1 Million Jewel and Philip Hodgson. Dan DeRosa with Don Dickinson. Here they come. They're off and pacing. From the outside, Villa Max looking for good early position. Off stride went ST Cami. ST Cami was off stride as they go for the 8th mile pole, and on top and cutting it out now, Full of Finesse is your leader. Moving in second as they head down the backstretch, Villa Max. Racing in third as they go on for the quarter, Basin View Brad. Then it is $1 Million Jewel in fourth. Next up, Meter Leader, Dan DeRosa, Fernhill Treasure, and far back to ST Cami, and they were by the quarter in 30.1. Rounding that barn turn, continuing to show the way, Full of Finesse. Action on the outside of the track coming to the half. It is Villa Max making a move on the outside. Racing in third spot, Basin View Brad. Then it is $1 Million Jewel, and Meter Leader is well placed with the cover. Next up, Dan DeRosa. Fernhill Treasure is seventh, and ST Cami, the half, was in 59.2. Full of Finesse, leading it by 2. Off stride at the rear of the field, ST Cami, and they go down the backstretch for the 3/4. On the move, it is Meter Leader, now with the nose in front. Meter Leader over Full of Finesse. Racing third, Basin View Brad, then $1 Million Jewel. Dan DeRosa. Next up is Fernhill Treasure, Villa Max, and ST Cami. 3/4 was reached in 1:29.4. And Meter Leader has got it now by 2.5 and now 3. Racing in second, Full of Finesse. As they come off the top of the turn, Meter Leader digging in. Halfway down the stretch for home with Meter Leader and Full of Finesse. On the outside making a move, $1 Million Jewel, but Meter Leader has got it, and Barriot's got 3 straight. Full of Finesse second, $1 Million Jewel in for the show. The time for that mile, 2 minutes flat. Parading back his third straight winner to kick off tonight's card of racing, it's Gilles Barriot, this time with number 3, Meter Leader. Bred and owned by Gerald Alexander of Sussex, trained by Jimmy Smith. Gilberto drives the 4-year-old son of Yankee Leader from the Basie mare Millimeter. It's a brand new lifetime record achieved tonight in 2 minutes flat. Number 3, Meter Leader, victorious with Gilberto. Trias Truck Center starting gate has the field for the 4th. Do You Believe in Me, Todd Trites. DG's Crosby, Mike Downey. Breeze Hanover, Stacy Gay. Ashby Corner, Stephen Trites. Ryan's Fancy, Gilberto. The outside for Impish Art with Dale Spence. And the trailer, El Nino Nico with Philip Hodgson. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Do You Believe in Me springs the wings and looks for the early lead. Has got it up against the trailing horse. El Nino Nico made good use of that position and is in the pocket as they go for the 8th. Next up, racing in 3rd spot, Breeze Hanover. Moving 4th, DG's Crosby. Ashby Corner is next. Then it is Ryan's Fancy, and the trailer is Impish Art as they go on for the opening quarter. And on top and cutting it out, Do You Believe in Me. Todd Trites had the horse by that post in 29 and 2. Do You Believe in Me and El Nino Nico. Racing in 3rd is Breeze Hanover, and out and driving, some action on the outside from DG's Crosby. He's on the go as they come off the top of the turn and pace down the stretch for the half. Do You Believe in Me. DG's Crosby now 2nd. Racing in 3rd, El Nino Nico. With the cover is Ashby Corner. Then Breeze Hanover. Ryan's Fancy is 6th, and Impish Art past the half in 1 minute and 1/5. 2 leaders duking it out as they go for the 5/8. On the outside, it's DG's Crosby. On the inside, Do You Believe in Me. Then racing in 3rd spot is El Nino Nico. Ashby Corner is on the move, now takes over 3rd position. As they go on for 3/4, Ryan's Fancy is on the move as well. Breeze Hanover is 6th, and Impish Art trails. 3/4 in 1, 30 and 2. And rounding the barn turn final time, DG's Crosby on the outside. Moving in 2nd, Do You Believe in Me. Ashby Corner is close, so too, and looking for racing room, El Nino Nico as they come for the line. Ashby Corner on the far outside has pace. Ashby Corner going for the win, and Ashby Corner has got it. Very close for 2nd. Breeze Hanover was full of pace late, up against DG's Crosby for the place, and the time for that mile, 2:01 and 3. Here is your winner of tonight's 4th race. It is number 4, Ashby Corner. Owned by Beverly Trites of Fredericton, trained by Sheldon Watts. Stephen Trites is the winning driver. 2nd victory of this season, and the 37th of his career. He's a 9-year-old son of Life Sign from the No Nukes mare Nova. Ashby Corner tonight in 2:01 and 3. Longest shot on the board gets it done here in the 4th race. Ashby Corner with Stephen Trites. Field is in behind the gate, race 5. Choco du Ruisseau with Mark Haig. Dance Hanover, Todd Trites. My Bright Penny, Mike Campbell. Tahuya River Dance, Philip Hodgson. Windermere Nick, Stephen Trites. The outside, L'Ami Juste with Lonnie Stokes. The trailer is Texas Treasure with Gilberto. Gate is at the head of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Dance Hanover looking for the front in between horses. L'Ami Juste gets off the gate quickly as well. 3 wide on their way to the opening 8th mile marker. L'Ami Juste on the far outside. Dance Hanover in between horses, shows and O's in front. And down along the cones, Choco du Ruisseau is looking to keep out Dance Hanover, but can't do it. Dance Hanover is going to clear. On the outside, L'Ami Juste is 2nd. Choco du Ruisseau is third. Racing in fourth, Texas Treasure. Then it is My Bright Penny, Windermere Nick, and the trailer Tahuya River Dance. They were by the quarter in 30 seconds flat. 2 leaders duking it out as they go by 3/8 and move in front of us for the first time on their way to the half. On the outside, L'Ami Juste is looking to clear. On the inside, Dance Hanover wants the front and is protecting that advantage. On the outside, Texas Treasure watching those leaders battle. Choco du Ruisseau is next. Then My Bright Penny, Windermere Nick, and Tahuya River Dance. They are in a bunch as they go for 5/8. The half was reached in 59 3. On the cones, Dance Hanover has protected that lead. On the outside, L'Ami Juste is tiring. On the inside, Choco du Ruisseau. Then 3 wide move. Texas Treasure is digging in. Texas Treasure now to second. And then they will go past 3/4. And Dance Hanover continues to be right there with Texas Treasure in second. Choco du Ruisseau is third. 3/4 in 1:30 Rounding the barn turn final time, Windermere Nick is within striking distance in fourth, and Tahuya River Dance. As they come off the top of the turn, it continues to be Dance Hanover. Texas Treasure looking for the front. Far outside, Windermere Nick. On the cone, Choco du Ruisseau. But Dance Hanover, ultra tough in victory here. Looked like maybe Choco du Ruisseau over Texas Treasure. And the time for the mile, 2 minutes, 4/5. Now returning to the winner's circle here at Fredericton Raceway, number 2, Dance Hanover. Owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, 9-year-old son of Astreos from the top-notcher mare Drop Your Riggin'. Trained by Seafroy Melanson. Driven to victory by Todd Trites this evening. It's the first win of this campaign, 35th in the career of number 2, Dance Hanover, pacing tonight in 2 minutes and 4/5. The Trias Truck Center starting gate has the field in motion for race number 6. Maho Bay with Lonnie Stokes, Georgie Girl, and Gilles Berriot. Pembroke Paycheck, Don Dickinson. Rockstar Bayama, Mark Haig. Hurricane Island, Philip Hodgson. Rackland Fine Line on the outside for Todd Trites, and the trailer is Elm Grove Camrose and Bill Watts. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Rockstar Bayama goes for the early lead. In between horses, Georgie Girl now clears to the front. Georgie Girl and Rockstar Bayama on their way to the opening 8th mile marker. Racing in third is Maho Bay. Then it's Elm Grove Camrose using that trailing post to his advantage in fourth. Pembroke Paycheck is next. Hurricane Island 6th and Rackland Fine Line. Single file at this point on their way past the quarter, and Gilles Berriot has Georgie Girl past that marker in 29 seconds flat. Georgie Girl the leader. Racing in second is Rockstar Bayama. Moving third, Maho Bay. Then it's Elm Grove Camrose in fourth. They've passed 3/8 of a mile and will move in front of us for the first time. Pembroke Paycheck is fifth. Then Rackland Fine Line starting to move from the rear of the field, and Hurricane Island is the trailer now. And they were past the half with Georgie Girl. Got that marker in 59 3. Georgie Girl and a Rockstar Bayama. Moving third on the outside, that is Maho Bay. Racing up to fourth, Pembroke Paycheck. Then it is Elm Grove Camrose next. That one looking to go 3 wide as they head down the backstretch for the final time. Up the cones for Hurricane Island, and Rackland Fine Line trails once again. Past 3/4, Georgie Girl. 1:29 3. Georgie Girl the leader. Racing in second, it is Rockstar Bayama. Then moving in third as they come to 7/8, Pembroke Paycheck. Up to fourth is Hurricane Island as they come off the top of the turn and pace down the stretch for home. On the outside, Rockstar Bayama, Pembroke Paycheck on the far outside as they come for the wire. Rockstar Bayama, Pembroke Paycheck, those two extremely close. I think it was Rockstar Bayama over Pembroke Paycheck, and the time for the mile, 2 minutes, 4/5. Parading back to the winner's enclosure, your winner of the 6th race, it's number 4, Rockstar Bayama. Owned and trained by Tommy Gunn of St. John. Catch driven to victory this evening by Mark Haig, first win of the season for the 5-year-old son of Divot Hanover from the Abercrombie mare India Bayama. 2 minutes and 4/5 tonight. Number 4, Rockstar Bayama. Congratulations, Tommy Gunn and driver Mark Haig. Field is in the hands of the Trias Truck Center starting gate. Ace on the River with Philip Hodgson. Ideal Ticket, Gilles Berriot. Hot Shot Mindale, Lonnie Stokes. One Wild Night, Stephen Trites. Chilito Hanover, Dale Spence. 7 Signs with Ed Harvey. All bent out of shape from the trailing position with Todd Trites, and here they come. They're off and pacing, and Ace on the River is all on his own heading into the turn as they go round the turn for the opening 8th, and all bent out of shape use the trailing position to his advantage. He's in tight in second and wants the front immediately. All bent out of shape is on the go, puts the nose in front and will clear on the way to the quarter. Ace on the River is going to be second. Racing in third is Ideal Ticket. Then it is Hot Shot Mindale fourth. Next up, One Wild Night. Chilito Hanover is sixth. And 7 Signs trails. They were by the opening quarter in 29 seconds flat. On top and cutting it out, all bent out of shape. Ace on the River is right there second. Ideal Ticket third. Further back 2. Hot Shot Mindale. Then One Wild Night is on the move on the outside. Chilito Hanover 6th and 7 Signs as they come for the half. Todd Trites on the point with all bent out of shape. Ace on the River second, Ideal Ticket third. They were by the half in 58 and 4. Hot Shot Mindale is fourth. On the outside in fifth, One Wild Night. Then Chilito Hanover and 7 Signs starts to get in gear from the rear of the field. But they are all in pursuit of all bent out of shape as they go down the backside for the final time. All bent out of shape. Looks like he's found another gear. Ace on the River second. Ideal Ticket is next. Wide move from 7 Signs past 3/4. And they are by that marker in 1:28 and 2 with all bent out of shape. Ace on the River with company on the outside from Ideal Ticket. Then it is Hot Shot Mindale in fourth, a little closer as they come down the stretch for home. All bent out of shape now, getting a serious challenge. Ideal Ticket is in flight. Ideal Ticket got it. Over, all bent out of shape. Then it was Hot Shot Mindale in third, and the time for the mile, 1:58 flat. For the 4th time on tonight's card, Gilles Berriot pilots a winner, and this time around he comes back with number 2, Ideal Ticket. 6-year-old son of Full of Fun from the Camlock mare Ms. Sunrise, owned by Dave Silliphant of Fredericton, Dan Krause of Hanwell. Brian Embleton is the winning trainer. Gilles Berriot in the seat for the horse's 4th win of this campaign. Paces the mile tonight in 1:58. Number 2, Ideal Ticket, and Gilles Berriot. Trias Truck Center starting gate has a field of 8. In the 8th, Meadowland Griffey, Lonnie Stokes. Provoke Me, Gilles Berriot. The Power of Grin, Clark Bustard. Ultimate Hope, Todd Trites. Royal Putnam, Mike Downey. Victor, Stephen Trites. Blue Man Group, Dale Spence. And Newcoast Typhoon with Sam Hodgen. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Provoke Me is intent on having the front, and he's got it. On his way on round the turn. Racing in second is the Power of Grin. Then in third spot, Meadowland Griffey. As they head on round that 8th mile station. On the outside is Ultimate Hope, trying for third and moving on the outside. Then it is Blue Man Group next. New Coast Typhoon is 6th. Royal Putnam. And the early trailer is Vic Victor as they head down the back stretch and go on past the quarter. And leading it past that marker was Provoke Me. And Ultimate Hope has found a seat at the cones in second. They were by the opening quarter in 29 4. Racing in third is the Power of Grin. Then Ultimate Hope is in fourth, and Blue Man Group fifth. They come off the top of the turn, pace down the stretch for the half. Racing in sixth spot is New Coast Typhoon. Then Vic Victor moving on the outside up against Royal Putnam. And they were by the half with Provoke Me and Ultimate Hope. The half was reached in 1 minute flat. Provoke Me and Ultimate Hope. The Power of Grin close third. Racing in fourth is Meadowland Griffey. Then Blue Man Group on the outside fifth. New Coast Typhoon is next. Vic Victor starts to get in gear from the rear of the field. And Royal Putnam is the trailer. On down the backstretch for the final time. 3/4 is the next stop. Provoke Me is your leader. Ultimate Hope second. The Power of Grin third. Then Blue Man Group has come to fourth, and they were by 3/4 in 1:30, rounding the barn turn final time. And it continues to be Provoke Me. Racing in second, Ultimate Hope. Then moving in third, the Power of Grin on the cones as they come down the stretch for the line. And Barrio is going for his 5th winner of the night, but Provoke Me needs the wire outside Blue Man Group. Blue Man Group got it. Provoke Me second. Looked like Ultimate Hope in for the show, and the time for that mile, 2 minutes, 2/5. Back parading to the winner's enclosure, it is number 7, Blue Man Group. 7-year-old son of Better's Delight from the No Nukes mare, Blue for You. Owned by Serge Cormier of Quispam Sis, Mike Barrio of Dieppe. Serge is the trainer. Dale Spence, catch driving, the horse to the victory. It's his first of the season. At 9-2 on the nose, Blue Man Group pacing in 2 minutes, 2/5. Congratulations to Serge Cormier, Mike Barrio, driver Dale Spence, here in the 8th race. Field is in behind the Trias Truck Center starting gate. Full field of 8 starters, the Viking Prince, Stephen Trites, Blue Demon, Mark Haig, Tornado Sky, Mike Campbell, Edgewater Shadowfax, Lonnie Stokes, Spanked a Monkey, Todd Trites, Billy and Bud, Charlie Miles, Contact Jones, Sam Hodgen, Gord's Girl, Mike Downey. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Blue Demon looking for the early lead in between horses Tornado Sky. And on the outside, Edgewater Shadowfax looks for good early position as they go on around the turn. Moving up to third on the cones, that was Gord's Girl as they go past the 8th and down the backstretch for the opening quarter. On the outside, Tornado Sky wants the front and grabs it away from Blue Demon as they head for the quarter. Gord's Girl is third. Racing fourth, Edgewater Shadowfax. Then the Viking Prince, Contact Jones, Billy and Bud, and the trailer is Spanked a Monkey as they were past the quarter in 30 seconds flat. Rounding the barn turn, first time. It is still Tornado Sky, the leader, with Blue Demon in second. And they come off the top of the turn and will move in front of us for the first time on their way to the half. Gord's Girl had third, but action on the outside of the track, and Edgewater Shadowfax is hustling up there quickly. Now has second. Moving with cover is the Viking Prince. They were by the half. 1:01 and 2. It continues to be Tornado Sky. Up on the outside, grabbing second. As they go on around the turn, Edgewater Shadowfax, Blue Demon is third. Then Gord's Girl and the Viking Prince. Contact Jones is next, Billy and Bud, and further back to Spank the Monkey as they go for 3/4. Still on top and cutting it out. It is Tornado Sky. Edgewater Shadowfax the outside. Racing in third, it is Blue Demon as they go round the burn turn. Final time, 3/4 in 1:30.4. Those three leaders on their own, but still hotly contested up top with inside of an eighth of a mile left to go. Tornado Sky on the outside, Edgewater Shadowfax. Blue Demon's going to find a seam as they come for the line. Edgewater Shadowfax digging in. Edgewater Shadowfax got it. Very close for second, maybe Blue Demon over Tornado Sky. And the time for that mile, 2:01 and 1. Parading back to victory lane. Here's your winner, number 4, Edgewater Shadowfax. 4-year-old daughter of Fit for Life from the Largo mare Edgewater Crystal. Owned by Linda Hughes and Bill Smythe of Fredericton. Brian Embleton with his second training win of the evening. Lonnie Stokes picks up the winning drive. It's the first victory this season for the mare. Coming in a time of 2:01 and 1. Number 4, Edgewater Shadowfax and Lonnie Stokes. The Trias Truck Center starting gate is in motion. Race number 10, Nicole's Baby, Philip Hodgson. Ari's Andrew, Lonnie Stokes, Simca, Dale Spence. Fightertown Pilot with Mark Collett, Hustler Hall, and Gilles Berriot. Outside, Woodmere Sandollar and Stephen Trites. The trailers, Magical Alex, Todd Trites, cruising full throttle with Mike Downey. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Nicole's Baby is on the go, and she wants the front and has it as they go around the turn. Off stride went Cruising Full Throttle. Cruising Full Throttle was off stride and collected Woodmere Sandollar as they are now past the opening 8th mile marker, and it continues to be Nicole's Baby with Magical Alex in the pocket. Racing in third is Simca. Then it is Hustler Hall and fourth, Fightertown Pilot. Further back to Ari's Andrew, then Woodmere Sandollar and the trailer Cruisin' Full Throttle as they were past the opening quarter, 29 and 1 on round the barn turn, and continuing to lead it is Nicole's Baby. Moving in second as they come past 3/8 of a mile, that is Magical Alex. Racing in third, Simca moves to the outside. Moving with cover on the outside, fourth, Hustler Hall. Then it is Fightertown Pilot. Further back in sixth is Ari's Andrew. Then Woodmere Sandollar and Cruisin' Full Throttle. They reach the half, 59 and 3. On round that 5/8 turn they go. And it continues to be Nicole's Baby. Simca is battling and now takes over top spot, puts a half length in front, and they head down the back stretch for the final time with Simca. Nicole's Baby second. Hustler Hall is in pursuit on the outside. Now is at the leader's wheel, and Fightertown Pilot now third and very much into the mix. They were past the 3/4. 1:29 and 3 with Simca leading it. Hustler Hall digging in on the outside. 3 wide move out there from Magical Alex as they come off the top of the stretch and pace for the finish. It continues to be your leader, Hustler Hall, but further outside, Magical Alex digging in as they come for the line. Hustler Hall, Berriot's 5th winner. Magical Alex and Simca right there. The time for the mile, 2 minutes, 1/5. Fifth win of the night for driver Gilles Berriot. Coming back with number 5, Hustler Hall, here in the 10th race. 30th career victory for the 8-year-old son of the pacing Triple Crown champion Blissful Hall. He's from the Jate Lobel mare Molly Chico, owned by Paul Sewell of Rosedale, trained by Gary Wright. Second win of this campaign from 8 starts, and it is season's best performance in 2 minutes and 1/5. Make it 5 for Gilberto with the 5. Hustler Hall in the 10th. Tonight's feature race assembling in behind the Trias Truck Center starting gate. Field of 7, Percy Challenge with Todd Trites, Robert R. Robert, Dale Spence, Man in Pink, Mark Haig, Found Wanting, Gilberto. Outside for M.D. Hardley's Success and Wayne Watson. The trailers, Cass Hall and Mike Downey, Woodmere Sandman, Stephen Trites. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Man in Pink wants the top, and he's got that position ahead of Found Wanting, who's up there on the outside to challenge, and racing in third position. Percy Challenge got out of there sharply as they go on by the 8th mile marker, racing in fourth, Cass Hall. Then it's Woodmere Sandman, and next up, Robert R. Robert in 6th, and the trailer is M.D. Hardley's Success. Action up front as they go on for the quarter. Found Wanting cleared to the top. Man in Pink with the give and go, and he's going right back as they were past the quarter in 28 and 4. Man in Pink and Found Wanting on the outside as they move for the 3/8. That is Cass Hall on the go, but he's uncovered as they move in front of us for the first time on their way to the half. It continues to be the leader, Man in Pink, but Cass Hall wants nothing of that, and he grabs the top. Man in Pink second. Woodmere Sandman uncovered third on the outside. They were by the half in a brisk 58 and 4 on their way round the turn. And Cass Hall has it by 2. Man in Pink second. Woodmere Sandman third on the outside. Then Found Wanting. Percy Challenge is next. As they go on down the backstretch, in 6th position is Robert R. Robert, and the trailer continues to be M.D. Hardley's Success. On past 3/4, and Mike Downey and Cass Hall took them past that post. 1:28 and 2, rounding the barn turn final time with Cass Hall. Man in Pink doesn't give it up. He's coming right back to the outside with inside of 1/8 of a mile left to go. Found Wanting is right there in third spot. Woodmere Sandman. And furthest outside, Percy Challenge as they come to the line. Cass Hall trying to hang on the cones. It is Found Wanting, but getting it done. Cass Hall over Found Wanting, and the time for that mile, 2 minutes flat. Parading back to the winner's enclosure. Triumphant in tonight's feature race, it's number 7, Cass Hall. 8-year-old son of the pacing Triple Crown champion Blissful Hall from the Walton Hanover mare, Cassie Ann Key. Owned by Dr. Mitchell Downey of St. John, Mike Downey trains and drives. 3rd win of the season from 4 starts. The horse was a winner earlier this year at Georgian Downs in 1:56 and 3. Tonight he paces Fredericton's half-miler in 2 minutes flat. Number 7, Cass Hall, with trainer-driver Mike Downey.